Last week, we conducted an analysis on fitness apps and wearables through the eyes of the developer. This week, we changed perspectives to the users. Our persona of the ideal user is composed of an athlete actively engaged in their sport, where for this case study, we've decided to focus on synchronized figure skaters. During practice off ice, the athletes did not use their watches often. Some looked at their watches for a couple of seconds to check the time or to check their notifications. After practice, there was also not much activity regarding tracking their stats. After practice, the athletes explained,
So do you use a watch on ice, off ice, or for both?
I use it mostly off ice, but when we're not in season, I use it on ice as well. You know what I mean with that?
Yes. And which functions do you normally use?
Mostly heart rate on ice. Yeah, the other functions I don't really use that much for what we do.
Okay. What functions do you think you would use if they were on the side?
So I was thinking about that, and maybe if you want really sports specific, something where you would get the timing with, so you know if you're on beat, like the watch would recognize that, but that would be really difficult.
Okay,
I wouldn't know what functions I would use otherwise.
Yeah. And do you find that the watch motivates you in general?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe not really during skating, because then I'm already doing my thing, so I don't really look at it. More activities at home to be more active for skating. Then I would use it, and it motivates me.
Okay, nice. And since the watches sometimes get in our way for more dangerous skills, where do you think a good placement would be to still have sort of a tracker, but somewhere else on the body that wouldn't get so much in the way?
I think most useful would be the waistband, like the watch you already have. It would work for almost everybody, except if you would have lifts that require you to hold in this position, but otherwise I think that would actually work.
Okay, thank you very much.
These and the previous observations have combined to form very powerful insights that help prompt creating impactful alterations to the design. The main challenge for many figure skating disciplines is the requirement to hold hands and perform dangerous skills. Research participants indicated that this makes it difficult to wear watches on the wrist, as they can become a safety hazard. Therefore, in order to encourage figure skaters to wear their smartwatches on the ice, an alternative placement needs to be considered. Based on our observations and co-reviews, placing the smartwatch on the upper arm is the best solution. An adjustable band should hence be introduced to make sure that the user can still have their fitness characteristics tracked without the watch being in a hazardous place. Additionally, an option to store fitness results for a long time should be introduced. Currently, exercise data is deleted after some time due to storage limitations. However, ice skaters vocalize that they would like to store results from their mandatory fitness tests, taken thrice a year. An added feature to log only those results would hence enhance ice skaters' motivation to continue improving year-round, without ignoring storage limitations. Furthermore, participants would like to be able to control the music in the ice rink using their smartwatches. Right now, it is only possible to turn the music on and off using mobile phones. Ice skaters consider this a major nuisance. When the control of music is possible via smartwatches, ice skaters will no longer need to leave the ice, improving the efficiency of their training. Finally, figure skating involves trust and a close bond with teammates, so friendly competition and common goals are the most effective at motivating ice skaters. These common skill goals could be expressed through a reward system, showing the skills a particular person possesses. The friendly competition is best encouraged through a leaderboard. Taking privacy into account, this leaderboard should be invitation only. We are thoroughly convinced that implementing these design changes will dramatically increase the efficiency with which ice skating athletes train.